In the wild, survival is a brutal game. Strength, strategy, and sheer will to dominate determine who walks away and who doesn't. Every creature is equipped with its own arsenal of weapons. Some rely on raw power, others on cunning and patience. But when two of nature's most fearsome predators stand face to face, the outcome is anything but predictable. On one side, we have the gorilla, a titan of muscle and intelligence, capable of delivering bone-crushing blows with sheer brute force. Its immense strength is unmatched in the primate world, allowing it to lift over 1,000 pounds with ease, break tree branches as if they were twigs, and unleash a charge powerful enough to send enemies scrambling. It's not just a fighter, it's a strategist, an animal that knows when to intimidate, when to attack, and when to hold its ground. But on the other side lurks a different kind of monster. The Komodo dragon, a cold-blooded assassin that has ruled its territory for millions of years. It doesn't rely on speed or size. It wins with patience, precision, and one of nature's most terrifying weapons, a venomous bite. Its saliva is laced with toxins that prevent blood from clotting, slowly weakening its prey until it can no longer fight back. With razor-sharp claws, powerful tail strikes, and an ambush strategy perfected over time, this reptile is a silent but deadly killer. Two of nature's most formidable creatures, two very different styles of combat. But what happens when their worlds collide? In a battle of brute force versus venomous precision, who would emerge victorious? Stay with us as we break down their strengths, weaknesses, and battle tactics to determine which of these titans would reign supreme. But before we dive in, who's your pick? Type Talk Team Gorilla or Talk Team Komodo Dragon in the comments, and let the battle begin. The gorilla is a living powerhouse, a beast built for strength and dominance. With muscles dense enough to shatter bones and a bite force stronger than that of a lion, this primate is far from a gentle giant when provoked. A silverback can lift nearly 10 times its own body weight, effortlessly tearing apart thick branches and even bending metal bars in captivity. Its raw power is matched by its intelligence. Gorillas are highly strategic, capable of using tools, analyzing threats, and working together to defend their territory. Despite their bulk, they are surprisingly agile, able to sprint up to 25 miles per hour and climb trees with ease. Their thick skin and layers of muscle provide natural armor, making them difficult to injure in a fight. But while gorillas are dominant in hand-to-hand combat, they lack the deadly offensive weapons of a true predator. They have no claws, no venom, and rely mostly on brute force, intimidation, and defensive tactics to win battles. On the other side, the Komodo dragon is a creature of pure lethality, a perfect hunter that has remained unchanged for millions of years. Unlike the gorilla, it does not rely on overwhelming strength, but on patience, stealth, and a bite that almost guarantees death. Hidden within its serrated teeth is a deadly venom that prevents blood from clotting, causing its prey to weaken and collapse over time. Once bitten, even the strongest opponents will struggle to survive. The Komodo dragon's attack strategy is precise. It bites, waits, and follows, allowing its prey to bleed out before delivering the final strike. It may not be as fast as a gorilla, but its ambush tactics make it incredibly dangerous. Its thick, scaly skin acts as natural armor, protecting it from counterattacks, and its powerful tail can deliver bone-crushing blows. With razor-sharp claws and a highly developed sense of smell that allows it to detect blood from miles away, the Komodo dragon is an apex predator that never rushes a fight. The battle between these two creatures would be a clash of completely different fighting styles. The gorilla is a direct, overwhelming force, relying on speed, strength, and intelligence to overpower its enemies in close combat. The Komodo dragon, on the other hand, is a patient executioner, waiting for the perfect moment to land a single, devastating attack. While the gorilla has superior physical strength, It lacks the lethal weaponry of the Komodo dragon's venomous bite. The question is, would the gorilla's overwhelming power be enough to neutralize the dragon before the venom takes its toll? Or would the reptile's patience and precision prove to be the ultimate advantage? Deep in the heart of a dense jungle, where towering trees cast long shadows over the forest floor, two of nature's most formidable creatures unknowingly cross paths. The air is thick with humidity, the scent of damp earth filling the atmosphere. Birds scatter from the treetops as a massive figure moves through the undergrowth, each step sending vibrations through the ground. A gorilla, a towering silverback, marches through its domain, its powerful arms swaying with each deliberate movement. It is not searching for a fight, but it is always prepared for one. As it plucks leaves from a nearby branch, a sudden shift in the air makes it pause. A presence, something watching, not far away, blending seamlessly into the underbrush. A Komodo dragon remains motionless, its low, slithering breath barely audible. Its forked tongue flicks out, tasting the air, sensing the warm-blooded mammal nearby. Unlike the gorilla, it does not announce its presence with sound or movement. It waits. Its thick, armored scales glisten under the faint sunlight that filters through the canopy, its muscular tail twitching slightly in anticipation. It does not need to overpower its opponent. It only needs one opportunity, one bite. The gorilla's deep-set eyes scan the trees, searching for movement. Then, it sees it. A flash of dull gray scales shifting ever so slightly in the shadows. The gorilla straightens its posture, its chest expanding as it releases a low grunt of warning. It is accustomed to defending its territory from rival gorillas or jungle predators, but this creature is unfamiliar. It does not have the fur of a leopard, nor the form of a typical threat. The silverback's instincts kick in. It knows it must establish dominance before the unknown danger gets too close. With a sudden, thunderous beat of its chest, the gorilla roars, sending a message through the jungle. This is its land. A challenge has been issued. The Komodo dragon does not retreat. It does not charge either. Instead, it slowly begins to move, its legs pushing its heavy body forward in a deliberate, calculated advance. It knows it cannot match the gorilla's speed or power in a direct fight. But it doesn't have to. It only needs the right angle, the right opening. Its cold reptilian eyes remain fixed on its opponent, unblinking, waiting for the silverback to make the first mistake. The gorilla watches as the strange creature approaches, its patience thinning. If this thing will not leave, then it must be dealt with. Muscles tensing, the silverback leans forward and slams its fists into the ground, shaking the very earth beneath them. The jungle falls silent for a moment. Then, in a sudden explosion of movement, the gorilla charges. The battle has begun. The gorilla launches forward with terrifying speed, its massive arms propelling it toward the approaching Komodo dragon. With every step, the earth trembles beneath its weight. Its deep, thunderous roar echoes through the jungle, a final warning before it strikes. The Komodo dragon remains calm, its tongue flicking rapidly, analyzing every movement. It knows it cannot match the gorilla in raw power, but it doesn't need to. It just needs one opening, one chance to sink its venomous fangs into flesh. The gorilla closes the distance in seconds, swinging a powerful arm downward. The impact sends leaves and dust flying as the Komodo dragon narrowly sidesteps, its scaled body twisting out of harm's way. The gorilla, unfazed, turns swiftly, its muscles rippling as it prepares another strike. This time, the dragon reacts. With a sudden burst of movement, it lunges, its serrated teeth snapping dangerously close to the gorilla's arm. The silverback pulls back just in time, but the near miss sends a jolt of primal rage through its body. It roars again, this time slamming its fists against the ground in frustration. But the Komodo dragon does not retreat. It circles slowly, methodically, waiting for the gorilla to make a mistake. Then, it sees an opening. With lightning-fast precision, It whips its powerful tail, striking the gorilla's leg with the force of a battering ram. The silverback stumbles for just a moment, but that moment is all the dragon needs. It lunges again, its jaws clamping onto the gorilla's forearm. Teeth sink deep into flesh. Venom floods the wound. The gorilla roars in pain, but it does not panic. Instead, pure survival instinct takes over. With explosive force, it grips the Komodo dragon's thick, muscular neck and lifts it clear off the ground. The dragon thrashes violently, its claws scratching against the gorilla's chest, but the silverback does not let go. Using all its strength, it hurls the reptile into the air. The Komodo dragon crashes into a nearby tree with a sickening thud. For a moment, everything is still. Breathing heavily, the gorilla watches as the Komodo dragon struggles back to its feet. The impact was brutal, but the reptile is not finished. However, something else is happening. The venom has begun to take effect. The gorilla's movements slow, its breathing becoming heavier. Its vision blurs for a split second. The bite may not have been fatal yet, but the longer the fight drags on, the greater the Komodo dragon's advantage becomes. The gorilla knows this. It must end the battle now. Summoning the last of its strength, the silverback charges one final time. This time, it does not hold back. It swings both fists downward in a devastating blow, hammering the Komodo dragon into the dirt. The reptile lets out a low, guttural hiss, its body crushed beneath the impact. The jungle is silent once more. The fight is over. The gorilla stands victorious, but at a cost. It grips its wounded arm, knowing that even in victory, the poison in its veins could be its undoing. The battle between brute strength and calculated precision has come to an end, but the question remains. In the wild, where survival is never guaranteed, would the gorilla truly walk away? Or would the Komodo dragon's venom claim victory long after the fight had ended? The dust settles. The jungle, once filled with the sounds of battle, falls into an eerie silence. The gorilla stands over the battered body of the Komodo dragon, its massive chest rising and falling with heavy breaths. Its victory was sealed with overwhelming strength, but the fight was not without consequence. Blood drips from the wound on its arm, the bite mark still fresh, the pain undeniable. The Komodo dragon may have been crushed beneath the gorilla's power, but its deadliest weapon, its venom, has already begun its slow, merciless work. With each passing moment, the gorilla feels the creeping effects. Its movements are sluggish. Its heartbeat pounds in its ears. The venom is not designed to kill instantly. It is meant to weaken, to drain the body of its strength until resistance is no longer an option. In the wild, a Komodo dragon would simply follow its prey and wait for it to collapse. But this time, the battle was different. The gorilla struck first, and it struck hard. The dragon never had the luxury of patience. It was forced into a direct confrontation with an opponent that was faster, stronger, and relentless in its attack. In most cases, the Komodo dragon's venom would mean certain death. But in this rare clash of titans, there is no clear answer. Would the gorilla survive the venom long enough to recover, or would the poison slowly take its toll, claiming victory in the end? Nature does not play by simple rules. Each battle is unpredictable, each outcome shaped by the smallest details: where the bite landed, how much venom was injected, how quickly the gorilla's body could fight back. In some encounters, the gorilla might crush the Komodo dragon before a single drop of venom enters its bloodstream. In others, a single well-placed bite might doom the silverback before it even realizes it has lost. These are the brutal realities of survival in the animal kingdom. Strength alone does not guarantee victory. Neither does strategy. The true ruler of the wild is often decided by luck, by circumstances, by the tiniest margins. So, who is the deadliest fighter? The answer isn't simple. The gorilla is the ultimate powerhouse, an unstoppable force of nature with intelligence and raw physical dominance. The Komodo dragon, on the other hand, is a patient assassin, relying on precision, venom, and the passage of time to secure its kill. It is a battle of endurance versus power, of immediate destruction versus slow, inevitable death. Now, the question is yours to answer. Who do you think would win in this ultimate showdown? Would the gorilla's brute strength overpower the Komodo dragon before the venom could take effect? Or would the dragon's deadly bite prove to be the deciding factor? Let us know in the comments below. Team Gorilla or Team Komodo Dragon. And if you enjoyed this battle, don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell for more epic wildlife showdowns. The wild is full of incredible creatures, and we're just getting started. Until next time, stay curious, stay wild, and we'll see you in the next battle. If there's one lesson to take from this battle, it's that nature is never predictable. The fight between a gorilla and a Komodo dragon is not just about strength versus venom. It's a clash of completely different survival strategies, each perfected over millions of years. The gorilla, a creature of raw power and intelligence, dominates with sheer force. The Komodo dragon, an ancient predator, wins through patience and lethal precision. Each has evolved to conquer its own environment, but when two worlds collide, anything can happen. In the wild, such a battle would be extremely rare. Gorillas live in the dense forests of Africa, while Komodo dragons inhabit the remote islands of Indonesia. Their paths would never naturally cross, but if they did, the outcome would depend on countless factors: terrain, surprise, health, and sheer luck. A gorilla, aware of the dragon's threat, could end the fight in seconds with a devastating blow. But if the Komodo dragon managed to land a single deep bite, the battle could shift in its favor, its venom slowly sapping the gorilla's strength. Even if the gorilla won the initial fight, the real question remains: would it survive long enough to truly claim victory? This is what makes these hypothetical battles so fascinating. They force us to imagine nature's fiercest warriors in ways we may never see in reality. They challenge our understanding of strength, survival, and strategy in the animal kingdom. And they remind us that even the most powerful creatures are not invincible. Every animal has weaknesses, and in the right circumstances, even the most unexpected opponent can come out on top. But now, we want to hear from you. Do you think the gorilla's brute force would be too much for the Komodo dragon to handle? Or would the dragon's venom be the deciding factor, slowly claiming victory even after the battle seemed lost? Comment below with your thoughts. Team Gorilla or Team Komodo Dragon, and let's settle this debate once and for all. And if you love epic wildlife battles like this, make sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more. We've got plenty more animal showdowns coming your way, from the deadliest hunters to the most unexpected rivals. Turn on notifications so you never miss a battle. Until next time, stay wild, stay curious, and we'll see you in the next showdown.